Guys? Welcome back to the stream. Glad to have you here. Glad to be streaming once again. But anyways, guys, as you well know, freaking East Side is unfortunately in flames, and the West Side, or the other half of the U.S., is about to receive a really chilling cold front, probably more chilling than 2023 of that big freeze that happened here in Texas and other southern states. I think, was it 2023 or 2022? Damn, I can't remember. But anyways, I wasn't even here when that happened. I was actually up north. But yeah, holy crap! Freaking that put Texas in quite the predicament, and other neighboring states as well. Everyone got the freaking shit kicked out of them. But now, LA, California, but yeah, LA is in the shitter right now because of their own incompetent leaders and officials and whatnot, the fire chief and the mayor and so on. But I can guarantee you this, that they're pretty much pointing the finger at Trump. I can cold-heartedly can guarantee you that's what they're doing. It's like, this is Trump's fault. Blah, 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 blah. Motherfuckers just can't fucking take accountability for their own bullshit when it's actually their own damn fault for not taking responsibility and taking care of things when things need to be fixed. Fire hydrants have no water. They didn't do anything about it. So what the hell? I don't know how much of a freaking wake up call do you need to know that this was going to happen, because this was pretty much a cocktail of just freaking crap waiting to happen and whatnot. So shit happened. It came. They found out, and now they're in this shit for it. And everyone on the internet is in an uproar. And not only that, even in people in real life and whatnot, calling for the mayor to resign, or asking questions like, why was there no water for the fire hydrants? Why didn't you do anything? You've been holding off this problem for quite a long time. What's the thinking? So that's what this video is going to be about. So we're going to dive into here with the mayor. Karen Boss posted a bizarre video amid growing calls to resign. So let's check this out. Of course, I'll leave the original video down below in the description from I think Australia Sky. Yeah, Sky News Australia. Sorry. So there you go. So let's take a dive into this.
Los Angeles is battling through the worst fires in its history. At least 24 people have tragically been killed.
Worst fire in history. You guys ever seen that movie Volcano? Back in '95? It's a 90s film. The whole gist of the movie was a volcano erupts in the middle of LA and pretty much puts LA in the freaking predicament that it's in right now. Same situation, except a fire started by allegedly by the two I forgot how many people did they catch actually. I think they caught like maybe four or five individuals. Shit, I'm not too sure. I know they caught one person, or I mean 2 people that alleged that were up in the hills there's that photo, right? But like, yeah. So this situation is like the same, almost the same, like in the movie and whatnot, because only difference is like one's a volcano and one was either was pretty much like intentionally started or by an arsonist, and yeah. So, but both of them are in same theme because LA is on fire. In the movie, the freaking LA is on fire, and right now LA is literally on fire in real time. It's not a movie anymore. It's a freaking goddamn reality. Who would have thought that movie would have been a little bit of a foreshadow?
More than 150,000 have been forced to flee their homes. 10,000 structures have been
Yeah, I think the death toll was 24, 23, 24, somewhere around there.
completely destroyed, including some of the country's most expensive real estate. And when the fires broke,
Say goodbye to that shit, dude. It's all ashes now. And I think this could be another lesson. All that wealth means nothing now.
out, LA Mayor Karen Bass was in Africa. And when she returned, instead of answering critical questions from reporters, she chose to just ignore those questions and stay silent.
It's
weird.
Do you owe
citizens an apology for being absent while their homes were burning? Do you regret cutting the fire department budget by millions of dollars, Madam Mayor?
Nope, she doesn't.
Have you nothing to say today?
Nope, because you're retarded.
Have you absolutely nothing to say to the citizens?
Dude, her fucking brain is honestly freaking like, looks like she's having an Alzheimer's episode, honestly. She's trying to fucking fake Alzheimer's or whatever the hell and whatnot. It really pisses me off that freaking idiots like this can't fucking take accountability and say like, yeah, I regret it. It's my fault. Can't even take accountability. Like, no, just freaking deny. I don't know what's up with this freaking like people, freaking denying and whatnot. But you know what? I guess probably when it comes down to it or whatever, it's just human instinct that we just freaking double down and be like, oh, nothing's happening, And even myself, to a certain degree, will like, deny. But like, holy shit, dude, there's like a whole different freaking like level of it and whatnot. Like,
citizens today?
I don't know, dude.
Elon Musk says that you're utterly incompetent. Are you considering your position?
Nope. Incompetent.
Madam Mayor, have you...
I think incompetent is probably an understatement. I think freaking blatantly retardedness is like, freaking the phrase here and whatnot. I mean, even, someone with special needs would freaking have better freaking conversation than this freaking dumb bozo here.
Absolutely nothing to say to the citizens today who are dealing with this disaster?
Nope. Has nothing to say. Dude, she's having a mental breakdown and whatnot. She looked like she's...
No apology for them?
Bro, she's freaking following Joe Biden's tactic. Shit. She's in the Joe Biden defense. Except she's just completely silent. She's not like going, I'm mumbling or rambling, nothing. She's got nothing.
Do you think you should have been visiting Ghana while this was unfolding back
Yeah, no shit. Okay.
Karen Bass had a choice in that moment. Instead of fronting up and showing
Nothing.
leadership, she ran away.
No, she ran away.
Would like to know why she approved an $18 million.
And it's also the freaking idiots who freaking voted for this freaking dumbass and whatnot. Like, holy fucking shit, dude. Like, you can't blatantly have someone this utterly incompetent, freaking unintelligible, freaking hard R retarded to be in this position, dude. She needs to go. Everyone else that's in her administration needs to fucking go.
$1 million budget.
The fire chief, even the freaking stupid ass governor as well.
For the LA Fire Department, why a major reservoir which holds 117 million gallons of water has been sitting
Could have been
empty
used,
for almost
but no.
a year, which meant that smaller tanks were quickly exhausted and fire hydrants were running dry as firefighters risked their lives trying to save homes. And why
Couldn't
did
do
Karen
nothing, man.
Bass have nothing to say as the people of Los Angeles were going through the most horrifying experience that was made worse because of the government's mismanagement?
Of course.
Well, after ignoring reporters and showing no leadership at the start of this crisis, Karen Bass has posted a bizarre video where she appears slightly upbeat and even smiling as she tells the people of LA that she's seen the devastation.
Has she really? Has she?
Angelinos, we're still going through it. And to any of you and all of you that have experienced a loss, the grief, the anger, the just utter shock, I've seen the devastation. It is unbelievable the amount of loss that people have experienced. But we have to get through this crisis, and I know that we will. I was at the Sylmar command post today, and I saw the work of our first responders and how they've been able to defeat the fires in certain areas. We know we still have much more to go, and we know the winds are going to kick up again. But we got to stick together. We got to stand strong. And then we have to rebuild our city. We're the nation's second largest city, one of the greatest cities in the world. And
is that?
I would say greatest city. I'd say that's an understatement. LA, New York, where else? Chicago, Detroit. Say anyone who says that they have now that they have the best city, I don't know, is an understatement. Now, I will say that right now Dallas, I think, is number 4. San Antonio, maybe Galveston. No, let's stick with San Antonio and Dallas. Dallas and San Antonio right now are honestly, well, Texas in general is honestly looking a lot better than Cali and whatnot, honestly. But whatever you do, you goddamn Californians, don't you very fucking dare come over here and turn this place into LA again. To another LA. Yeah, ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna fucking sit well with us Texans here. I'm not having it. Not fucking having it.
Helpful? The people of LA don't need to be told that she's seen the devastation. They're all experiencing the heartbreak and devastation for themselves.
Yeah.
They also don't need to be told that LA is the nation's second largest city. They need answers, they need leadership, and they need to know why decisions were made that meant that LA was not prepared to fight these fires.
Enough, yeah.
Well, there are calls for...
Yeah, everyone is freaking asking questions and needing answers and whatnot, and not saying anything is not looking good for you and whatnot.
Karen Bass to resign, and those calls are getting louder. Almost 100,000 people have signed a change.org petition demanding that she steps down due to the gross mismanagement of the fires.
Remove this bitch, dude.
Isn't the only one facing calls to resign. President-elect Donald Trump is calling on the governor of California, Gavin Newsom, to stand down. Writing on Truth Social, Governor Gavin Newsom refused to sign the water restoration declaration put before him. He wanted to protect an essentially worthless fish called a smelt by giving it less.
Yeah, I heard about this. This damn fish and whatnot. Like, I didn't know what the heck, what this was about and whatnot until I freaking looked. I think I saw a little, like a little a little TikTok, I think, about it and whatnot, and I'm like, what? Like, really? This can't be real and whatnot. But like when freaking Trump said it in the Joe Rogan podcast, I was like, oh shit, he's not kidding. It's actually, he's on the money, dude.
Water, but didn't care about the people of California. Now the ultimate price is being paid.
Like, I mean, fuck the fish at this point, dude. Like, unfortunately, human lives are going to be more important and whatnot, and compared to like a freaking useless fish and whatnot. So what's the
Trump
thinking?
Has been criticizing Newsom's forest management for years. Back in 2019, he wrote, "I told him from the first day we met that he must clean his forest floors regardless of his bosses." Oh
yeah, that was another freaking point that he talked about in the podcast as well, because I watched it. And he did say that, like, yeah, there's like, so much debris, so much, freaking like crap that's like, that can be basically used as kindling, dry kindling. Freaking spark up a damn fire. And before you know it, there goes a neighborhood. the ironic part is that the same idiots that freaking call for environmental this, environmental that, global warming this, and blah 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 blah. Shut the hell up, honestly. Don't give a fuck about it if they can't even do the bare minimum of this freaking cleaning up the forests and whatnot. I mean, if this is the way to get things to a point where it's not going to be that a fire lone spark and freaking happen and whatnot, and then having all that debris just lying on there is just a complete sitting on a powder keg, basically.
The environmentalists demand of him they must also do burns. Trump warned Newsom to, quote, get his act together and to open the closed water lanes coming down from.
Yeah, that's the thing too. Doing forest burns, controlled forest burns, will decrease not only decrease the likelihood of a fire, a wildfire that will erupt 50-fold or whatnot, but it's also healthy for a forest and whatnot if done right. Burn it too long, then all the fertilizer or the enriched ground will be scorched, unfortunately, and things won't be able to grow for quite a long time. But there is a way to do this that will leave a forest healthy and in control and far better off than than usual and whatnot. I don't think this is honestly rocket science and whatnot, dude. This is freaking should be a common knowledge kind of thing or whatnot, or at least for in these individuals that work in these type of fields to be consulted about, to be like, oh, okay, yeah, this works, that doesn't work. We've studied and learned from even from other nations that they did this and whatnot, and it helped their forest and so on and so on. Dude, there's so much. We're living in the information age and whatnot, dude. This sort of thing shouldn't be hard to freaking tackle down.
From the north. But Gavin Newsom now claims that he doesn't know what Trump is talking about, and he also
of course you don't.
That all of the reservoirs in California are full. Just look at this spin.
I don't know what he's referring to when he talks about the delta smelt in reservoirs. The reservoirs are completely full. The state reservoirs here in Southern California. That misinformation, I don't think, advantages or aids any of us. Responding to Donald Trump's insults, we would spend another month. I'm very familiar with them. Every elected official that he disagrees with, very familiar with them.
We do know, though, from reporting here locally that one reservoir that serves the Palisades was not full.
And that's exactly what triggered my desire to get the investigation, to understand what was happening with that local reservoir.
Bro, we need a fucking investigation. We need there's that, actually, and whatnot. It's fair enough to do an investigation and whatnot, but right now we also need goddamn answers, dude. You're part of the problem, man. Fucking shit, dude. I can't believe these freaking liberal retards freaking in these freaking professions, man.
Sam is trying to do his own PR.
You can't do shit.
That there's a lot of misinformation out there, and posted on X a link for people to get the facts about the fires. Now that takes you to gavinnewsom.com/California Fire Facts, which also directs people to donate to the California Fire Foundation. But that link that's on the top right-hand corner doesn't take you to the California Fire Foundation. If you click on it, what it actually takes you to is actblue.com/donate/CFDEM LA Fire 2025. ActBlue is a fundraising platform for the Democrat Party. On that link, it shows Newsom's campaign for democracy and informs donors that they'll be signed up for text updates from the Political Action Committee. Professor Joseph Siracusa says that Gavin Newsom can kiss the White House goodbye.
Oh, he's gone. He can kiss the White House goodbye. This is a political disaster. Americans expect their governors and their mayors and their police chiefs and fire chiefs to get a handle on this, and they were poorly prepared for this. And keep in mind, there are, I think, 7 major water facilities that were supposed to be built, but they couldn't meet the ecosystems criteria as a result of Newsom's pushing on this angle here. So he's going to have to bear the burden here. And I do not think Kamala Harris is going to rush in to replace his job, because there's a lot of people there who are angry, and with good reason.
Annalise Nielsen is on the ground in Los Angeles.
I mean,
Streets normally gridlocked.
I mean, like, if you honestly can freaking do your goddamn job and have, take care of things that need to be done, or handle a problem that's like so minute and whatnot, and you let it just, build up like a tumor without getting it removed, and you just leave it there, it's like, oh. Like, what the hell did you think is going to happen, dude? What the fuck? I don't know what the thinking is behind this whole shit and whatnot. Everyone is pretty much in the shitter because of these retards. I don't know, dude. Freaking, I don't think I have an education high enough to freaking tackle this down or whatever and whatnot, but
locked with traffic are held clear for emergency workers, while entire neighbourhoods remain closed, those both at risk and those already hit. Many residents don't know if their homes are still standing.
It's my parents' house. They're 79 and
say
85, and my dad's sick, and he's asking about his house.
Say goodbye to that house, unfortunately. That's another thing that's also been going around on the internet. Also, freaking everyone pointing fingers and not only shifting blame, but also crying out in celebration for this happening. And when I was like, oh, the rich, or watch the rich go down and blah, blah, blah. Like, dude, like, not everyone freaking deserves this type of shit and whatnot, okay? I get it. There's some freaking rich people that are freaking, just greedy and shitty ass people and whatnot, but a majority of them don't deserve this type of crap, dude. They just don't. Because not everyone, unfortunately, is rich. You're talking about like just a minute percentage of people that are, freaking rich and whatnot. The majority, or in general, are regular 9-to-5 people, getting up every day, go to work, come back home, pay their bills, get their necessities, etc. I mean, most of these people aren't even in, not even in acting jobs and whatnot, or whatever, or in the entertainment industry and whatnot. Regular 9-to-5 people. I don't know what the disconnect from this shit is coming from and whatnot. It's freaking stupid.
He spent his entire life, wanting to live by the sea or having a house by the sea.
We found Cindy Salcedo with her bike, trying to get around the roadblocks.
Trying to find out if our house is still standing. You can't get past Getty Villa. It's a hard stop.
Armed with an address and our press credentials, we made our way past the police checks on the Pacific Coast Highway, where house after house had burned to the ground. So many, in fact, it was hard to tell where her father's home was even supposed to be.
I'm going to send you a photo.
Good luck, bro.
I don't know if we have good news for you.
It's gone.
So I'm sorry.
Okay, I understand. Any news is something I'm grateful. Thank you so much. It came in.
It's gone, dude.
Oh, yeah, 20. Yeah, I think you're in the right spot.
I'm really sorry. I was hoping this would be a good news story.
No, it's not.
Yeah, no. I got information and now I know. No, but thank you. It's at least now I have a little bit of closure.
While those living in this city under siege want.
My God, dude, like, how do you even recover for something like this, dude? Honestly, How do you recover from something like this? I mean, look at that. That's like trillion. It's like probably going to be in the trillions, dude. Okay, not even billions, maybe trillions of dollars, right there to fix all this up, dude. Holy crap!
Want answers for why government authorities weren't better prepared.
Well, I want to know why we didn't have enough water for all the fire hydrants.
Exactly.
Oh, of course. Of course. They cut the budget, of course.
Yep.
And like I say, I want to emphasize more than anything how amazing our firefighters are and the first responders. None of this is on them. We are immensely grateful for everything they did with the limited resources they had towards the end, because they have not. They went to every neighborhood that they could, and like I said, just the fact that they had the foresight to throw our flammables into our pool so that our house wouldn't ignite and that they put out the fire on our hedge, they were there at least. Do you know what I mean? They tried to do what they could, and we can never repay them for their heroism or what they've done for us. We just can't. But I think the town, everyone I'm talking to, most of the people in this hotel are evacuees, and they are angry and they want answers.
And answers are still difficult to come by as authorities were dealt with another blow. New fronts broke out, threatening new neighbourhoods, just as slower winds were supposed to give firefighters some reprieve. What makes firefighting so difficult and dangerous in the canyons surrounding Los Angeles are tiny spot fires just like the one you can see here. It is small but has the potential to climb quickly up the mountainside, and we're just on the cusp of a highly populated area of Los Angeles that has already been evacuated. At the same time, firefighters are doing those water drops to try to put those small fires out. But as the wind picks up, as you can see it is now, it makes it more difficult for planes to drop that water, and in an instant it can be out of control. There's no end in sight to this catastrophe. Here in Santa Monica, there's an eerie calm, with many people who live here choosing to leave, even if just to escape the smoke, while the citizens of Los Angeles fight to survive another day.
Man, dude, like I don't have any words for this. I don't know what can you say to something like this, man. Let's see, what can you say to something like that? If you guys are on, that part, town, my freaking heart goes out to you. I can't fucking, I can definitely imagine what it's like right now for those on that part of the world, that part of the country. Just, having to leave, having their whole livelihood just burned down to the ground, literally. And, we can all shift blame to whatever it is, whatever it's the governor's fault, the fire chief, the mayor, so on and so on. But still, at the end of the day, there are people that are unfortunately are now homeless, and you can friggin' talk shit about the rich having to be that they can the rich the rich can afford it and blah blah blah. Like, okay, yeah, sure, dude, but like, like I said earlier on, not everyone that's rich is honestly, a freaking a-hole. At least I like to think that that's not the case, because there are, some people out there in in a position that you probably can never imagine, living in or can't relate to because they have a bigger house or making billions of dollars or whatever. Is that at least some of them are, down to earth and are human beings regardless, because they're human beings, down to the core of it and whatnot. And their houses being burnt, you can freaking leap in joy all you want and whatnot, but like, and put yourself in a similar position in that if your house was broken down, was burned down, and some stuff can be replaced and whatnot, but what about like your family photos? What about your mementos, right? Your knickknacks that have things that have sentimental value because it involved your friends and family and etc. Memories. That shit you can't fucking replace, dude. You just can't. There's no insurance company in the world or whatever that can replace the original and whatnot. I mean, yeah, sure, maybe you can get the couch back or whatever, but maybe it's your favorite couch or a couch you enjoy because that's where you had family night, movie night, or place that you and your husband or wife, whatever, had your first intimate moment on it, or stuff like that holds sentimental value, things to remember. I know if my house were to burn down, I might cry a little bit about my PC, TV, and whatnot, but like stuff that I have, like stuff from, because I have like a box of stuff that I had from high school. If that were to be if I found out that burned down and whatnot, and of course didn't survive, I'd be like, bro, my fucking memories. I'm not sure what else to say about this, guys, but I think I'll probably just leave it off there. As I mean, like I said, my heart goes out to you all if you're all in that living over there in California and feeling the weight of this burden. I hope there's relief help coming your way and whatnot. Unfortunately, I don't. If I had the resources, I'd be making donations here and whatnot to a charity, but I'm just a regular 9 to 5 kind of dude and whatnot, and unfortunately I have my own bills to pay and whatnot. But however, I still hope and pray that you come out of this and there's some solace, and I hope there's still some kindness left out there in the world that will, lend you a hand and whatnot. I mean, if I, like I said, honestly, if I was like, as rich as some of these people and whatnot, I make a donation and stuff and help out. But like I said, I'm just a regular 9 to 5 guy. I'm barely making by too, dude. Like it's freaking everyone's freaking, in the shitter for right now. And it's even unfortunate that we're now in this position. Yeah. I got nothing to say about that, I guess. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it. That's enough for me. It's just my thoughts on this whole thing. The mayor, not that you're going to watch this, but I hope the mayor freaking, I don't know, takes a good hard look in the mirror and like steps down and shit, because this shit needs to be answered. Really? There's a reason why there's a chain of command. She needs to be removed and charged for her incompetence of letting this happen. And yeah. All right, guys. I'll catch you on the next one, all right? I hope you guys have a good day. Sorry for the heavy topic and whatnot, I know, but everyone's talking about it, but I think it needs to be brought to light, and I just figured it'd be something we all can come together on and try to back each other up with. kind words and stuff like that. And I'm deeply sorry for those who are, are affected by this and whatnot. Okay. All right, guys. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. All right. Let's let's pick it up. Okay. Let's move on to something a little more lighthearted. Okay. All right, guys. That's going to be it. All right. I'm done. Bye, guys. Take it easy.